Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My wife and I bought a 4-bedroom house in Pennsylvania that my son lives in. Our son went to college there and wanted to stay in the area. So we bought the house as a second home and we live in New Jersey and commute into Manhattan for work. We figured that he would have a place to live and we could visit every so often and spend some quality time together. We paid the taxes and services and maintenance on the house. Our son pays for his groceries and the house utilities. All was going well for a few years. Our son meets a girl and they get serious. We met her and she seems nice enough. They announced their engagement and she moves into the house with our son. Now for the problem, the wedding. We hold a little get-to-know-you barbecue at the Pennsylvania house. My son and daughter are there, as are our son's fiancé and her parents and sisters. We all seem to be getting along well. My wife and daughter and the fiancé go into the house along with her mother and sisters and my son. A few minutes later, my wife and daughter come out and are really upset. They come over and tell me we're leaving and driving back to New Jersey. I try to find out what happened. Once we get back to New Jersey and they calm down, they tell me that our son and his fiancée, along with her family, don't want us at the wedding. According to what I was told, we're not their kind of people. I was livid. I called my son and asked him what this was about. He tells me that her family feels that we are not good enough and will embarrass them at a family wedding and that we are all uninvited from the wedding. I let a week go by to calm myself down and drive back to the Pennsylvania house. The new future in-laws are in the house along with the fiancé. It appears that they all moved into the house. They ask me why I'm there. I tell them that since we aren't invited to the wedding, I was coming over to talk to my son. They tell me to leave their house. I lost it. I told them that they had 30 days to get out. Tell my son I'm selling the house and he could find somewhere else to live with all of you. I go to a realtor in town and list the house for sale. They call my son at work and tell him what I said. Apparently they thought that he owned the house. He calls me and asks why I'm selling his house. I tell him I paid for it along with the taxes on it and it is mine. He was living there rent-free, but since he doesn't want us in his new life, he has to get out. I tell him the same as I told his future in-laws. They have 30 days to get out and then I'll get a lawyer and get them evicted. Am I wrong for taking a hard stance on this? He is my son, but the in-laws seem to take over and we no longer count. Wow. No, why are they wrong? That's their house anyways. If they own the house, then they have a right to sell it. Wow, I can't believe the son though. He really just decided to try to cut ties with his parents because of his in-laws. What are you doing? You know that house isn't yours. You should have behaved, dude. Jeez. And I can't believe he didn't stick up for his parents. Wow. That's ridiculous. Those in-laws just sound like a nightmare to deal with anyways, to be honest. And the fact that they all moved into his house, thinking it wasn't his house but his son's house, and they had the audacity to try to kick him out. That's honestly such a good, oh how the tables have turned situation, honestly. For that family, how could they even think to uninvite their son-in-law's parents and family? Obviously, they're gonna be at the wedding. That's their son. How could you uninvite someone's family? What the heck? I've never ever heard of that before. Sorry, but your family can't come to your wedding because they're just not like us. And, it's just a bit embarrassing if they come. No, seriously. That's odd. I just can't believe the son didn't stick up for his parents and tried to at least be like, nope, they are coming. Else I'm not getting married. They are definitely coming. They've done so much for me. They are definitely coming to my wedding. The son is so ungrateful, man. He even tries to say that it's his house. Why are you selling my house? It's your dad's house, not your house. See, these are the kind of kids who wonder why their parents leave nothing to them. Well, because you weren't being a good kid to your parents. Why are they going to leave anything to you if you did nothing for them? Wow. I'm just shook, honestly. Okay, next story. So, my 8-month-old baby goes to daycare 4 days a week. Before all the anti-daycare parents come, this is my only form of childcare. Anyways, I love the center. It's very clean and well taken care of. There's an app where you get hourly updates, which have never gone missed, and you can request to see cameras whenever you want. The center is very highly rated and has a long waiting list. I like the girls that work there, but there's one particular girl that I just don't really like. I didn't care about her until one day when I was speaking to the director. I could see her holding my daughter and kissing her all over her face. Yes, my daughter was smiling and looked happy, but I was disgusted. There's a pandemic and I just felt it was too far. I brought it up to the director and she turned around shocked and said she would talk to the worker. I didn't think it would be much of an issue moving forward. But since I saw that, I noticed she seems obsessed with my baby. She's always holding her and cuddling her. I went back and looked through all the pictures they sent and realized she's literally in almost every single one. Mind you, there's 5 teachers in the room and lots of babies. I was picking up my daughter a few weeks ago and she wasn't there. I was speaking to another worker in the room and asked her who's my daughter's favorite. She told me it was the girl and that my baby is her favorite and her baby and no one else can hold her except for the girl. It was an older woman saying this with a smile, but I was just more creeped out. Wait, no one else is allowed to hold her in the childcare because that's her baby? Okay, no, that's a bit too far. I was gonna be like, her just seems pretty harmless. Seems like she just really likes kids. Just seems like a nice person. Maybe a bit too attached, but nothing harmful, right? But I feel like the worker has gone a bit too far when she addresses that baby as her baby and no one else can touch that baby except for her. That's a bit weird now. What sent me over the edge was when I was picking up my daughter last week, who was asleep on the worker's lap when I walked in, and as she handed her to me, she kissed my daughter on the forehead and said she was gonna miss her so much. She literally looked sad. Mind you, there's like a dozen other babies in the room too. I went out to the director and told her my concerns and that I felt uncomfortable with a worker with my daughter. I didn't understand the specific fixation. I recommended she get switched to another room because I didn't want her around my daughter. To my surprise, when I was dropping off my daughter this morning, the director called me into her office and let me know how she ended up letting go of the girl. I felt justified until I told the story to my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. She actually got upset and said she worked in a daycare throughout college and it's normal to have a favorite baby and that she herself had a baby she loved in her center. She said that I'm a jerk and that I overreacted and I shouldn't have complained about something so dumb to a director, since if they don't fire her, it'll look bad on the company based on the type of report I made, and that I should be grateful someone really loves my daughter. Ooh, I feel like for this story, I feel both ways. Like, I don't think she's wrong, and at the same time, I do feel bad for the worker too, because we don't really know anything, right? But I don't think they're wrong for voicing their concern, especially with like COVID still being a thing. And especially after she told them that she didn't want them kissing her baby anymore, and the fact that the worker still kissed her baby even knowing that her mum didn't want her to kiss her baby. She crossed the line by doing that. But at the same time, I feel like she shouldn't have gotten fired. I think the thing that I found the most weird was that she referred to that baby as her baby and she wouldn't let any of the other workers touch her baby when it's not her baby. But at the same time, I do kind of feel bad that she got fired because that's not what this person asked for. The person just didn't want her to be interacting with her daughter anymore because it made her feel uncomfortable. But then in the end, she got fired. Maybe there were like more complaints about this worker. We don't really know why she really got fired, right? But yeah, I kind of feel both ways. But I don't think this person was wrong because I guess they were just concerned about the baby. Maybe if she didn't refer to the baby as her baby, then the mum wouldn't have cared. But for some reason, a part of me just feels bad for her. Like, I feel like she might be going through something. I don't know, I just kind of feel bad. Maybe she just really wants a kid, but she can't have a kid, and she just really liked this kid. I feel sad for her, but I think she did kind of cross the line by kissing the baby too much. Honestly, just stop it. If someone's mum tells you to not do something with their kid, listen, okay? Yes, you can adore the baby, but if the mom is uncomfortable, then you should probably listen to the mom first and just, you know, adore the baby within your heart, okay? Like, I agree that when you work at childcares or daycares, obviously you're gonna have a favorite baby or like a baby that you like more than others, but I don't think it's healthy to get obsessed with them to this point where you would be so sad when they had to go home. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can love them and adore them and do everything that's good for them, but you shouldn't be that attached to them, because at the end of the day, that's not your baby. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!